I'd like to share with you a little story, with your permission. I heard this story, actually I read it in a book, in a holy place. It's historical. An event that took place about 900 years ago. In South India, there's a river called the Kaveri, and it divides into two streams. And in the middle of those two streams is an island called Srirangam. And in the middle of the island is the largest temple in all of India. It's the Radhanath temple. It's a huge temple. It covers about 150 acres. And people for over 1,000 years have gone on pilgrimage there. About 900 years ago, there was a great acharya, or spiritual teacher, whose name was Ramanuja. And he established of devotion that even today, there are tens and millions of followers that he has. His immediate successor was named Parashara. When Parashara was a 5-year-old child, something happened. He wasn't a successor yet. He was just a little boy, playing, studying. In those days in India, the national sport was debate. And it drew more attention and more excitement than basketball, football, baseball, soccer, even cricket. All put together. If you were a champion in debate, you had the greatest honor and prestige. So the world champion in debate was coming to Sri Lanka. He was so intelligent, so charismatic, that no one could stand before him. Wherever he went, he would proclaim that he could answer any question, and no one had ever asked him a question he could not answer. So he achieved great wealth by doing this. He came into Sri Rangam, there was a marching band in front of him. Beautiful decorated palanquin where 4 big strong men were carrying him, because there were no Rolls Royces in those days. And there was Brahmins chanting mantras, and there were people singing his glories, whole lines of people with him, wherever he went. And all the scholars, they all ran and hid because they didn't want to be seen by him, because they knew if he saw them, he would challenge them right there, and they were sure to be humiliated and defeated. So as he was very proudly sitting at his palanquin, and his people were challenging anyone to a debate, there is no question that our Guru cannot answer. Little 5-year-old Parasara ran up to the side of the palanquin and said, "I have a question for you." The scholar looked down and said, "Get out from here, you stupid child." He said, "But I have a question for you." He said, "You still have your mother's milk on your lips. Out from here." The little child said, if you're so learned, why are you categorizing me on the basis of my body? I have a question for you. He said, go back to the lap of your mother. And the child just was looking up at him. He said, please let me ask a question. So what is your question? The little boy reached down and scooped up a handful of sand and said, please tell me how many grains of sand are in my hand. The scholar was stunned, speechless. He didn't know what to say, because he didn't know how many grains of sand were in his hand. Everybody was watching all around. There was a big crowd looking. Because this child had no malice, he was so simple and so innocent. He had no envy. He just had a pure heart. Because he asked this question, this person was defeated. Then the little boy just looked at him as he was gazing in total disorientation. The boy said, sir, if all your knowledge and scholarship do not give you the qualities of humility and the ability to respect others, then all your knowledge is as worthless as this handful of sand. Then the child threw the sand in the ground. The man got off his palanquin and bowed at the feet of the 5-year-old boy and said, you are my guru. Please teach me. He became his disciple. The boy said, a person with good qualities is like a tree with good fruits. Such a tree, because of the weight of the fruits, naturally is always bowing down to everyone. A tree without any good fruits is standing really straight. So similarly, real attributes that are to be honored is to be able to respect and appreciate others. That is the quality of one who loves God.